Hello everyone, I'm Mario Goichai, chef and owner of Mr. G's Chop House in Shelby Township. We're located on Van Dyke between 25 and 26 Mile on the west side of the road. Today on Cooking with Mario, we're doing a Linguine Alfredo with grilled chicken on top. Let's get cooking. For today's dish, you're gonna need a marinated piece of chicken breast, a little bit of chopped up garlic, some chicken broth, heavy cream, butter, and Parmesan. Always have your salt and pepper. Got a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. We have our dried linguine, our finishing touches, chives, and Parmesan cheese. To make this dish, we're gonna start off with cooking the pasta here. So I have a linguine pasta. It's a dried pasta. Use your favorite brand, whatever you like. Over here we have some nice, very salty, I don't wanna say very salty, but ocean-esque. We have salt water boiling over here. Really makes the pasta have a nice flavor to it so that you don't have to season it as much when it comes out. It'll already be pre-seasoned. So roaring boil, I'm gonna drop this in. Linguine pasta, depending on the brand, it's anywhere between, I would say, about 8-9 minutes to cook. You don't wanna overcook it. Pasta does become mushy, really soft. That doesn't, it's not really great for the dish. We prefer it to be al dente or to the tooth, meaning it just has a little bit of a bite to it. Not necessarily crunchy, but has a nice firm texture. So once I drop the pasta, I really like to mix it up in the boiling water, just so it doesn't stick. And you're gonna do this just for the first minute, and then after that, it'll take care of itself in there. Now here's the nice thing. While the pasta's working, we're gonna get started on our grilled chicken. So everything's gonna kind of be done at the same time, essentially. So the grilled chicken's gonna need maybe 3-4 minutes on each side. We're gonna put that down now. We have our char grill here. The chicken breast is marinated with just a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, lemon, and oregano. So we're gonna put this down. That beautiful sizzle. All right, so now while this is working, pasta's going, chicken's going. Super easy dish. Now we're gonna start on the Alfredo sauce. So with the Alfredo sauce here, we're gonna put a little bit of oil in the pan. Okay, then we're gonna go with some garlic. If you don't have fresh garlic, you can also, substitute this recipe for a little bit of dried garlic. That works as well. So then essentially we just want to get a little tiny bit of caramelization on the garlic. You don't really want any color because that'll start giving it a little bit of a burnt flavor. So we just kind of want to make it translucent, nice, soft, okay? So that's working. Just going to check the temperature here on this. All right, chicken's got a little while to go. So garlic is going. Now what we're gonna do next, we're gonna add a little bit of our chicken broth. I like using chicken broth. You don't have to use it, but I think it gives your dish really good flavor. Plus we're using grilled chicken breast that we're gonna put on top of it, so the chicken broth just goes really well with everything here. So now we're gonna kind of deglaze this pan. All right. Got some chicken broth in here. Okay, we're gonna reduce that down. Kick this up a little bit, so we're about medium-high heat. All right, check on our pasta, make sure nothing's sticking over here. It's looking good. Super easy family meal here. Pasta Alfredo, everybody loves it. It's not gonna take us very long. We're gonna plate it up, steaming hot. You can make this for your whole family, super easy. So now that the chicken stock's really nice and hot, we're gonna add a little bit of cream. This is where the body of the sauce comes from. Nice white sauce. We're gonna let this come up to a simmer. Doesn't really need to boil at all. So that's gonna come up to a simmer. As soon as that comes up to a simmer, we're gonna add some butter into it. Gotta love butter, one of my favorite ingredients in the whole world. So we're gonna put some butter. We're gonna hit it with some Parmesan cheese. Let that reduce down, get really nice and thick. It's gonna coat the noodles just perfectly. Let's check on our chicken here. This is cooking nicely. Okay. All right. Not too much longer on that. So our pasta is almost done here. Our sauce is reducing. We're gonna finish the sauce. We're gonna mount it with a little bit of butter. So we're gonna add the butter now. Got to get that nice richness in there. Okay, just a couple little tiny knobs. We're gonna let that melt down. So as this is melting down and the sauce is still reducing, we're also gonna add some Parmesan cheese, which is gonna help thicken the sauce, give it its nice saltiness that we all love. Okay, so butter's in there. Check our chicken. That's looking great. That'll be done in just another minute or so. Now as this is reducing down, we're gonna get ready to add our pasta, which is just about ready to come out of the boiling water. Sauce is looking great. We're actually gonna season it right now while we wait. So a little bit of salt, a little bit of fresh cracked pepper. And now we're gonna hit it with some beautiful Parmesan cheese here. This is really gonna thicken the sauce up for you. If you like, you can use a whisk. You don't really have to, but why not? It's here. So here we go. As always, with everything that I do, I always like to taste my food. Sometimes you need to adjust it. You might not think so, but then you taste it and you say, hey, it's not right. You gotta fix it. That tastes pretty good. I'm gonna add a little bit more cheese. That's gonna give it a little bit more saltiness. It's gonna whisk it in there. Now as you can see, the sauce is starting to thicken. You can kind of see like the viscosity, the thickness of it, and that's really gonna coat the noodles really nicely, and you're gonna get this sauce in every bite. All right, so that's good. Now we're gonna pull out some of these noodles here from the boiling water. Like I said, they're cooked al dente. They're not overcooked. I'm gonna do this real quick. Awesome. I'm gonna put a little bit more pasta in there. Okay. Beautiful. Now we're just gonna toss this pasta in the sauce. The pasta is very absorbent. It has starches, so it's gonna kind of cling on to whatever you put it into. So I like to cook the pasta in the sauce for like another minute or so before we put it on our plate. So as this is just going down here, I can lift it up and you can see that the pasta is just nicely coated. Okay, we're gonna take our chicken breast off. I'm gonna put this here, grab my knife real quick. I'm gonna slice up this chicken so we can put it on top of our pasta dish. It's super tender. One of the reasons that it's super tender is because we marinated it a day before. If you really wanna get great flavor and make your chicken breast really tender, try to marinate it at least a day before, you know, even up to 2 days before you can do it. So it's great for meal prep as well. Okay. Now we're gonna pull our pasta dish off of the stove. Gonna grab this linguine here. Gonna plate it right in the center. As you can see, the sauce is not really, I guess, leaching onto the plate because it got reduced properly and it's stuck to the noodles as it should. The pan will have a little bit of sauce in it if you want to add extra. We're almost there. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Okay. Now we're going to take our grilled chicken breast. We're going to set it right on top. One of my favorite tools in the kitchen, the zester here, Parmesan Reggiano. We're just going to do some fresh Parmesan right over the top. Is that enough? Nah, that's good. Okay, now we have some chives. I love chives, my favorite herb. Get it all over there. And we have a beautiful dish, ready to eat. Thank you so much for joining us. On today's episode, we made our Linguine Alfredo with grilled chicken on top. I hope to see you again. Join us next time on Cooking with Mario. Thanks again for watching today, guys. If you like what you saw today on Cooking with Mario, go ahead and follow us, the Mitt TV on YouTube. Click on the notification bell and subscribe. I hope to see you again soon on Cooking with Mario.